We are called to order. This Planning Commission meeting convenes on the ancestral territories of the Nevada City Rancheria Nisenan tribe. Rod, would you like to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. Donna, will you do a roll call, please?
Commissioner Sisco Martinez.
Here.
Commissioner Brown.
Here.
Vice Chair Cupton.
Here.
Chair Knight.
Here. This is an opportunity for public comment for items not on today's agenda. So, and all items on the agenda, all three of them, four, will have their own public comment period. So any public comment currently? Seeing none. Okay, and then next up is the consent calendar, and everything in the consent calendar are items that are considered to be routine in nature, and all recommendations of the staff report are approved in one motion. There's no separate discussion of these items unless a member of the commission or public requests otherwise, in which case the item will be removed for separate consideration. Any items so removed will be taken up following the motion to approve the consent agenda. And they are meeting minutes, Planning Commission liaison reports, and building activity report. Motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Next up, Planning Commission reorganization.
At last.
Lisa, do you have an introduction for this item?
Sure. So the Planning Commission reorganizes by appointing a chair and a vice chair on an annual basis. The reorganization and this action will carry through 2025 and through to, I suppose, February of 2026. This would come back to you next year. So the commission may determine its own process for the selection of the chair and vice chair, with the outcome options being either upon a motion and a second, conduct a vote of the commission to appoint a chair and vice chair for the term. It could include any variation of the appointment, including new appointments or the reappointment of those currently serving as the chair or vice chair. Or upon a motion and a second, conduct a vote of the commission to defer the reorganization to a future date. So last year, when this item was before you, it was voted to maintain the chair and vice chair. So I was hoping that you could discuss and consider reorganizing.
Let's see, any questions? This is the format we go through. And one of the possibilities is also to reappoint the status quo, which you didn't mention. So I'll invite public comment at this time regarding the reorganization of the Planning Commission. Seeing none, any discussion?
Do you want to keep your positions? Are you happy where you are? That's really what matters, I think.
I'm prepared to step down as chair. I've really enjoyed it. I've been honored to be the bus driver, and happy to consider other leadership at this point, yes.
Amy, are you?
I do not wish to be chair. I like being vice chair, if that's helpful. And I say this because, not because I don't feel that I could do it the justice that it deserves with the time that I have available to me. So I'm happy to serve as a backup. I think Tom has done a really wonderful job, and I've really appreciated your leadership. And I think it's always good for the commission to switch things around.
I would agree with that. Rod?
I'd be happy to be chair.
Rod's
Oh, well.
nominating himself.
I'm nominating myself.
Since-
Given that
since you
you
mentioned-
said no,
I mean,
and
you
said
beat me
no.
to it. I was going to
Yeah,
nominate
yeah,
you,
yeah.
but I will officially nominate Rod Brown as chair for the commission.
May I restate that as a motion?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I
I'm-
motion to.
I move we reorganize so that Rod Brown is chair and Amy Cobden remains as vice chair. And it would be a second
I second that.
and a
Commissioner
vote. Yeah. so-
Sisco Martinez?
Yes.
Commissioner Brown?
Yes.
Vice Chair Amy?
Yes.
Cobden? Chair Nye.
Yes. Sold.
Okay.
You want to switch seats? Shall we
No,
just
don't
switch
need to.
signs?
We could just,
We were planning on switching seats. I should have said that in
that's all
the
right.
intro.
We don't have to sit there. It's,
The
Okay.
game is rigged.
Ooh.
Wait, did that go right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's got
yeah,
the little,
you did.
this
Okay,
little signings
good.
on the other side of his name.
Anyone storming City Hall or anything? No, apparently not.
all right. Well, let's move on to the next item, 215 Prospect Street. Lisa, would you like to introduce it?
Yes.
May the applicant come forward? Great.
Hello.
Hi.
So this is Patricia Hamilton, the property owner of 215 Prospect Street. Her application is for new windows on her home. And as you likely saw in the staff report, the home, it was estimated to be constructed in 1890. It does show on the Sanborn map in the same location. The front porch has been enclosed for quite some time, and there have been previous applications come through to the Planning Commission, one notably being in 2023, a wood window changed out to a fiberglass window on the side of the home, I believe. So the proposal before you today is to replace 2 wood windows with, that have true divided lights, to be fiberglass windows. The existing windows are single pane and not very energy efficient, and the applicant would like to replace them with dual pane style. The frame color is proposed to be white to match the other windows on the sides of the house. As you see, I can share here some of the photos. So this is the front of the house here. So one of the windows is on this right-hand side and the other is on the rear left-hand side of the home, if you're facing the home. Again, here's that enclosed front porch area. And then in this photo, you can see that this is the dining room window that's proposed to be changed on that right side of the home. This is the same window. And then, actually, this is the bedroom window that's proposed to be changed out. That's on that rear of the home, rear left side. Patricia, anything you'd like to add that I might have missed?
I did read your recommendation, and if you have any questions for me, you could go ahead and ask them, or I'll just go through the application, whichever you prefer.
Anything else you'd like to add? No.
Nope.
Any questions from the commission?
No.
You'll retain the existing trim
Yes,
or rebuild it in the same style?
we're getting windows that will fit into the current framing and trim.
Okay,
So that'll keep the inside trim matching the other windows in the house.
right, the replacement window
Right,
format. It's
Right.
nice that they can do that.
that would be good.
Okay, cool.
Well, and I don't know if it matters, Tom, but the trim on the house currently is not even what you would probably want to see. It looks like it had been
There's a sill detail.
this one?
Yeah.
Huh.
Small.
Okay. So no
And
apron.
in this one too.
I believe the sills are identical in both windows.
Yeah, it's a traditional trim scheme.
It's an
Yeah.
old-fashioned
Yeah.
look for sure.
It's nice to keep those if you can.
Well, that's what we're hoping.
Right, right. That's all I have.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No questions.
Any public comment? Does not seem to be any public comment. Commission discussion. Ann, any?
This is very straightforward. Yeah,
I think so.
yeah, I think so, for me.
I'm going to make a motion to approve as presented.
You may.
Yeah, I will second that motion.
Commissioner Cisco Martinez?
Yes.
Commissioner Nye? Is that right? Vice Chair Cobden?
That's a yes, by the way.
And
Yes.
Chair Nye? No, Chair Brown.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, motion passes. Great. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Good luck.
Lisa, for your
Yeah,
help.
you're welcome.
thanks for your patience
yeah,
waiting.
Thanks for your
Thanks.
patience.
All right.
It was the
Moving
easiest
on.
window decision we've ever made.
Yeah, I think so. Moving on to the next one, which is 417 Broad Street sign application.
Oh, I think she just
So
stepped out.
this applicant is actually joining us by Zoom.
Okay.
Melody, can you hear me at all?
Yes, can you hear me?
Okay, we hear you.
Yes.
Hi, sorry if there's noise. I teach at the high school, so I got someone to cover my classroom to join the meeting. Yes, so it's me.
Okay,
Great,
great.
thank you.
I'll introduce your item and then I'll let you add anything that I might have missed, okay?
Thank you.
So applicant Melody Homan, a new merchant at 417 Broad Street, is proposing a sign for her shop. The lettering is black on a white background with green edges. The size of the sign is 36 inch by 36 inch. And this is a big round sign that will hang in front of the, or closer to the door. And then a second sign is also proposed to hang on the, closer to the sidewalk on the existing holder that's there. And the size of that sign would be 36 inch by 10 inch. The Seasons font is described online as an elegant classic serif font family featuring high contrast fonts with vintage elegance, as well as calligraphic cursive italics in a vintage chic style. The graphic is a leaf. The name is The Mellow on the top, and then the plant shop below, and a green boutique below that. Melody, anything you'd like to add?
No, you pretty much summarized the logo. Thank you.
Yeah.
Great, thank you.
Yeah, I try to keep it as simple as possible and try to use pretty soothing, calming colors just because it kind of reflects what I do, which is selling plants. And it has been a therapy for me, which I decided that to make it into something bigger. So there is a hint of mint, like a green mint color that for me, it helps me. It's just kind of tranquilizing. It's calming. Other than that, I try to keep it as simple as possible.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
Any questions from the commission?
I have a question. Oh. Hi, Melody.
Hi.
I was wondering on the circle, I like your signs. On the circle, the round one, is there a reason why you put plant shop below and the mellow above? Is it like when people stop by, do you want to be like, we're going to the mellow? Or is it like, I don't know, it just kind of
Yes.
separates it for me. And I'm not saying anything negative, I'm just curious.
No, as a matter of fact, the logo was designed by one of my former students. She is traveling in Europe, and she knew that I was into my plant shop, and she's like, "Hey, Mrs. Homan, guess what I did for you?" And she designed it on her own and just gifted to me, and I decided to honor that. I kind of want people to say, "Hey, let's go to Mellows," and
Oh,
just
cool.
kind of get to know that way. Plus, it kind of sounds to being mellow. My name is Melody, but people call me Mellow. And just kind of to break it up and not make it, it's kind of a long name, the Mellow Plant Shop. So I kind of wanted to kind of break it into two parts so it's not so long.
So that is your logo, the
Yeah,
round
that's-
one is your logo, okay.
Yes, that's the actual
Okay,
logo.
that's-
And then on the side, she added NC for Nevada City and then CA for California.
No, cool. Okay, that answered my question. Thank you so much, Melody.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? Nope.
No questions.
Any public comment? No public comment. All right, discussion.
I love it.
Yay, thank you.
Go ahead.
I have a couple of concerns. First of all, beautiful. The font is wonderful, the color. It's very historic looking, feeling, while also being contemporary. It's today as well. I'm distracted by the NCCA. And there is language in the sign ordinance that limits the contents of a sign to what the business does and the name of the business. And
Okay.
Logos aren't prohibited, but we've been considering them in context with the whole composition. And it just to my eye, it looks like a registration mark or something that shows you where to cut the print once you printed it. And we know we're in Nevada City, California, and we're happy about that. And also the inconsistency between the street side sign and the one that mounts over the railing. I note the scale of the fonts is very different, and I'm wondering if you considered using a larger font for the round sign. I very much like the different placement of the Mellow and Plant Shop. I like that very much on the round sign. I think that lends itself to that treatment, and it's interesting and fun. But perhaps a larger font and a smaller leaf. Those are my comments about the sign. Otherwise, I think it's lovely.
Okay, thank you.
Think so?
I disagree. I think that I like the difference of the two. It doesn't seem inconsistent to me. I could see taking away the NC and the CA, but I actually like the way that they look on there, just to offer a different perspective.
Okay. Yeah.
I think if we can ever honor a logo and have it work within our restraints, I think that's a great thing to do. And it seems like the NCCA is part of that. Since the longer sign, they don't bother me, the NCC, but the longer sign, since that's not precisely your logo anyway, Melody, like
Yes.
that could be a place where the NCC, if everyone thinks that should go away on the longer sign that's closer to the street, like that could be a compromise there.
I just didn't want to crowd the one by the street too much because we're dealing with less space. And I
Yeah.
did remove the NC and the CA on the actual logo, and and then it looks very kind of empty. It has these two big blank spaces on the side.
I like that on the round one. I agree. It like contains it in this way that feels really balanced for your
And I feel
round.
that if I were to add it to the small one, then it's too crowded. That's just my feeling.
It is on the
It is on the small one.
It is on the
It is
small,
on this, okay, good.
okay, it is on the rectangle, yeah, that's the small one.
Okay,
right?
good.
Yeah.
I had two models and I wasn't sure which one I had.
Okay, so maybe that's one of the, since that was an instinct anyway to remove the NCCA from the smaller rectangular one, maybe that is something that could I don't know. I'm not, it's a thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you guys tell me, I'll do. You guys are the ones that have to approve it, so.
And my comment, I do agree with Tom. I feel that the NCCA, especially on the rectangular sign, is crowded, and I honestly feel that on the circular one as well, I don't think it adds. I feel like it distracts from the very, I think, excellent, simple design without it. So it would be my preference, but I don't think it's a requirement to remove that from both signs. But I think it is acceptable either way within our guidelines.
Okay, thank you.
Any other comments?
I'm with you on both of them would be, in my opinion, simpler and prettier without the NCCA. But I feel more strongly that just pulling the NCCA off the rectangular sign would make it a very nice, simple statement.
Okay.
I agree.
And I wouldn't push super hard to remove the NCCA from the round sign that goes over your railing, since it is your logo and it is a very nice composition.
Thank you. That removing the NCCA out of the rectangular should not be an issue. And I kind of agree, just because it's such a smaller space, smaller sign. Yeah, that's not a problem.
I'd like to make a motion then that we approve both signs with the modification that NCCA is removed from the rectangular street side sign.
We have a second?
Second.
Commissioner Knight?
Yes.
Commissioner Cisco Martinez?
Yes.
Vice Chair Cobden?
Yes.
Chair Brown?
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. It passes.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Melody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And good luck.
I'll make those changes as soon as
Okay.
possible.
I'll
Thank you
send
very
an
much,
email to you.
Lisa.
Yeah, thank you, Melody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, all.
All right. And now I think we had.
That's it.
Is that
What do
it?
we have?
We have announcements. Let's see, next regular meeting on the 20th, Planning Commissioner Academy on the 5th. Do you want to sort of update us on the whole process there?
From
Lisa?
what I heard, and I just want some confirmation, all 4 of you want to go for all 3 days?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a party.
So I haven't done the registration, but I'll do that this week. And same with the hotel.
So you'll log on and register for all of us.
I think as long as it will allow me to.
Okay. And if you can't, you'll
And
let
if
us know.
it doesn't allow me to, then I will reach out to each of you.
Okay. Excellent.
Thank you.
Of course.
Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks. It'll be an adventure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be fun. And I did look at the schedule they put out, and the sessions look really good. So I think
Cool.
it'll be really valuable for you all.
Great.
Thanks.
Yeah.
But it won't change a thing that we're doing.
It might change the way you
Might.
do it.
We might be more effective, you know?
Is there a session on how to interface with your planner?
I think so.
All right. I think that's it. We're adjourned.